Slow living in modern life. Modern life offers us countless opportunities and conveniences, but it also comes with significant pressures. We are constantly racing against time, balancing work, family, social relationships, and the expectations placed upon us by both ourselves and society. As life becomes increasingly fast-paced and demanding, many people find themselves overwhelmed, exhausted, and struggling to maintain balance. As we enter middle age and our senior years, our physical and mental health naturally change. Years of stress and a fast-paced lifestyle can lead to negative effects such as insomnia, chronic anxiety, high blood pressure, and even depression. This is when we need to learn how to slow down, not to fall behind, but to appreciate and focus on what truly matters. Slowing down doesn't mean doing everything at a sluggish pace. Rather, it's about finding balance, making small adjustments like taking time for yourself, listening to your body, enjoying each meal, appreciating nature, or simply relaxing without feeling pressured by unfinished tasks. The benefits of slowing down are immense. Reduced stress, improved sleep quality, increased focus, better mental health, and stronger connections with those around us. For those over 60 who live alone, embracing a slower lifestyle not only improves overall well-being, but also helps combat loneliness and brings more joy to everyday life. So how can we slow down in a world that never stops moving? How can we find the right balance between personal needs and societal expectations? In today's video, we will explore simple yet effective ways to embrace a slower lifestyle, helping us live each day with greater peace, mindfulness, and fulfillment. Why we need to slow down. In today's modern world, everything seems to be happening at a rapid pace. We are constantly swept up in work, personal responsibilities, financial pressures, and societal standards, sometimes without even realizing it. But are we truly living, or are we merely racing against time? Slowing down is not a luxury, but a necessity, especially as we grow older and enter more significant stages of life. 1. The impact of a fast-paced life. A fast-paced life may bring a temporary sense of achievement, but in the long run, it often leads to negative effects on both physical and mental health. Constant pressure to complete tasks, meet others' expectations, or simply keep up with social trends can push us into a state of chronic stress. Continuous pressure and stress. When we live too fast, our brain doesn't have enough time to rest. This leads to chronic stress, affecting the nervous system and increasing the risk of cardiovascular diseases, high blood pressure, and digestive issues. Anxiety and disconnection from oneself. Constantly chasing a busy schedule can make us forget the truly important values in life, such as happiness, love, or the simple joy found in small, everyday moments. Declining mental health, burnout, insomnia, and increasing anxiety have become common in modern society. Without time to relax and reflect, we are more prone to feeling physically and emotionally exhausted. These effects not only impact individuals, but also affect relationships with those around us. When we are always under stress, we tend to become irritable, impatient, and lose genuine connections with family and friends. 2. Changes as we age. When we are young, we may chase distant goals, always wanting to achieve more and move faster. However, as we mature, especially after the age of 50 or 60, our perspective on life begins to shift. Health is no longer the same. Our bodies can no longer withstand pressure and stress like when we were younger. We need more time to take care of our health, rest, and recover from the fatigue of life. The soul needs peace. After going through many ups and downs in life, we start seeking tranquility, satisfaction, and joy in simple things. Activities such as reading, gardening, watching the sunset, or having heartfelt conversations with loved ones become more meaningful than ever. Quality of life matters more than speed. No longer needing to race against time, we can savor every moment, live with gratitude, and appreciate the happiness found in small details that we may have overlooked before. 3. The science behind slowing down. Slowing down is not just a life philosophy. Science has proven that it brings many benefits to both physical and mental health. reduces stress, and improves mental well-being. Research from Harvard University has shown that people who spend time on activities such as meditation, walking, or simply resting without technological distractions have lower stress levels and better concentration. Improves cardiovascular health. According to the American Heart Association, people who experience frequent stress have a 40% higher risk of heart disease. In contrast, those who adopt a slower lifestyle and know how to manage stress tend to have healthier cardiovascular systems and longer lifespans. Enhances creativity and memory. When we are not caught up in the whirlwind of work, our brains have the opportunity to regenerate and develop. Spending time on relaxing activities such as painting, journaling, or simply strolling through nature can stimulate creativity and improve memory. Increases longevity. A long-term study from Japan found that people who maintain a balanced lifestyle, free from excessive stress and capable of enjoying life, tend to live longer than those who are constantly under pressure. Slowing down doesn't mean stopping or becoming lazy. Rather, it is a conscious choice that helps us regain balance between work, health, and emotions. The world may continue to move at a dizzying pace, but we have the power to decide how we engage with it. Living slowly allows us to appreciate the present, savor each moment, and create real value instead of merely chasing endless goals. By adjusting our pace of life, we not only improve our physical health, but also find inner peace. A life that moves too fast can leave us feeling lost, while a well-balanced life brings greater happiness, better health, and deeper meaning. There's no need for drastic changes or giving up what we're doing, but taking small steps towards slowing down can have a profound impact. It could be as simple as taking a few minutes each morning to slowly enjoy a cup of tea, choosing to walk instead of rushing to drive, or turning off your phone for a while to fully engage in a conversation with a loved one. These small changes, over time, help us build a more balanced life, one where happiness comes not only from success, but also from a sense of inner peace. So, what specific benefits does slowing down bring? How does it impact our health, mental well-being, and relationships? In the next section, we will explore the incredible advantages of adopting a slower lifestyle. The benefits of slow living. In today's fast-paced society, people are often caught up in the whirlwind of work, relationships, and personal responsibilities. We live in an era where speed is valued, leading many to believe that if they don't work fast or keep up with trends, they will be left behind. But does speed truly bring happiness? Or, on the contrary, does a fast-paced lifestyle cause stress, exhaustion, and a loss of balance in life? Slow living is not just about doing things at a slower pace. It is a shift in mindset and approach to life. By choosing to slow down, we gain the opportunity to listen to ourselves, enjoy the present, and find meaning in the simplest things. The benefits of this lifestyle go beyond mental well-being. They positively impact relationships, creativity, and overall quality of life. Below are the key benefits of adopting a slow living lifestyle. 1. Enhancing mental health. A fast-paced lifestyle often leaves us in a state of constant stress, anxiety, and mental exhaustion. The pressure of time and work activates the brain's fight-or-flight response, leading to the release of excessive cortisol, a hormone linked to stress, sleep disorders, and other mental health issues. By slowing down, we allow ourselves time to regulate emotions, reduce stress, and create space for relaxation. Without the burden of rushing through life, we can better recognize and manage our feelings. Specific benefits of slow living for mental health. Reduced anxiety and stress. Without the pressure of time constraints, the brain is less overstimulated, allowing the body and mind to relax. Improved sleep quality. A calmer state of mind makes it easier to fall asleep and enjoy deep, restorative sleep. Increased focus and concentration. Instead of being overwhelmed by numerous tasks and information, slow living helps us focus on one thing at a time, leading to improved efficiency, greater happiness, and life satisfaction. When we slow down, we can appreciate the good things around us rather than constantly focusing on what we have yet to achieve. 2. Developing deeper relationships. A busy life can lead to being together but not truly connecting. We might live under the same roof, yet barely talk to one another, or meet up with friends, but spend most of the time glued to our phones. Slowing down allows us to invest time in meaningful relationships. Without the constant pressure of time, we can have longer conversations, listen more attentively, and spend quality moments with our loved ones. How slow living benefits relationships. Strengthening family bonds, shared meals, evening walks, or simply sitting together for a heartfelt conversation create a strong connection among family members. Improving communication quality. By engaging in conversations without distractions from phones or work, we can truly listen and understand one another. Building deeper friendships. Lasting friendships are not just about frequent meetups, but about the quality of time spent together. Fostering community connections. Taking part in charity work, clubs, or social groups allows us to expand our relationships and feel a sense of belonging. Genuine human connections not only make us happier, but also contribute to a longer and more fulfilling life. 3. Finding joy in small moments. When we are too busy, we often overlook life's simple yet beautiful moments. A peaceful morning, a light drizzle, or a loved one's smile. Slow living encourages us to pause and appreciate these small but meaningful experiences. Everyday joys that slow living brings. Enjoying nature. Watching the sky, feeling a gentle breeze, or listening to birds chirping can bring a deep sense of peace. Appreciating silence. Quiet moments give us the opportunity to listen to ourselves and fully experience life. Cherishing time with loved ones. A heartfelt conversation, a warm hug, or a family meal are invaluable experiences that we often take for granted in a fast-paced life. 4. Boosting creativity and productivity. Interestingly, slowing down does not mean being unproductive. In fact, it helps us work more efficiently and think more creatively. The brain functions best when it is well-rested and free from constant pressure. How slow living enhances creativity and productivity. Making time for personal growth. With more free time, we can read, paint, write, or engage in other creative activities that stimulate the mind. Allowing the brain to rest. Studies show that creativity flourishes when the mind is relaxed. Breakthrough ideas often emerge when we go for a walk, meditate, or even while taking a shower. Focusing on quality over quantity, rather than multitasking, slow living encourages us to concentrate on one task at a time, leading to higher efficiency and better results. Slow living is not about abandoning personal ambitions or becoming lazy. Instead, it is a way to take control of our lives, create space to enjoy every moment, and appreciate what truly matters. By embracing slow living, we improve our mental well-being, strengthen relationships, find joy in small moments, and enhance creativity. But how can we incorporate slow living into our daily routine? In the next section, we will explore practical methods to help you start your slow living journey in an easy and effective way. How to start living slowly, step by step towards peace and happiness. Slow living is not just a trend. It is a philosophy that helps us regain balance and meaning in life. Many people believe that to live slowly, they need to quit their jobs, move to the countryside, or spend hours meditating every day. However, that is not the case. You can embrace slow living even in the midst of a busy life by changing the way you approach each moment. Starting to live slowly is not an abrupt shift, but a gradual journey. Below are practical methods to help you incorporate slow living into your daily life, allowing you to experience greater peace, mindfulness, and fulfillment. 1. Practicing mindfulness, fully experiencing each moment. Mindfulness is the art of focusing on the present moment, fully experiencing life as it happens instead of worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. This sounds simple, but in a world full of distractions, maintaining awareness of the present is a real challenge. Simple ways to practice mindfulness daily. Enjoy everyday activities, whether it's drinking tea, washing dishes, or taking a walk. Do it slowly and mindfully. Notice the warmth of the tea, the sensation of water on your hands, or the rhythm of your steps. Practice pause moments. Before starting any task, take a few seconds to breathe deeply, observe your surroundings, and become fully aware of what you are about to do. Disconnect from digital distractions. Set aside time each day to avoid checking your phone, emails, or social media. Instead, engage with the real world around you. Listen to your body. Pay attention to your breath, heartbeat, and how your body feels throughout the day. This deep connection with yourself enhances self-awareness and well-being. When you practice mindfulness, time seems to slow down. You no longer feel rushed, but instead experience a sense of calm, even in the simplest moments. 2. Establishing slow habits. Living without constant urgency. Slow living is not just a mindset, but also a way of structuring daily life. Start with small habits that help you savor each moment and bring more balance into your routine. Slow habits you can adopt. Start your day gently. Instead of rushing out of bed and diving straight into work, take a few minutes to stretch, drink a glass of warm water, or simply sit in silence to welcome the new day. Eat mindfully. Chew slowly, savor the flavors, and avoid distractions like checking your phone or watching TV while eating. This not only aids digestion, but also enhances your enjoyment of food. Take leisurely walks. Whenever possible, go for a walk without hurrying. Notice the air, the surroundings, and how your body moves with each step. Make time for hobbies. Painting, playing music, gardening, journaling. Whatever brings you joy and relaxation should have a place in your daily routine. These slow habits not only reduce stress, but also improve your overall quality of life. 3. Reducing unnecessary work and commitments. Focusing on what truly matters. One major cause of stress is an overloaded schedule. We often say yes to too many things, work tasks, social events, and responsibilities that may not be essential. How to simplify your life and focus on what matters. Identify your true priorities. Write down what is most important to you and focus on those things rather than spreading yourself too thin. Learn to say no. Don't be afraid to decline invitations or extra tasks that do not align with your well-being or priorities. Schedule breaks intentionally. Set aside moments in your day for genuine relaxation. Doing nothing, sitting quietly, or simply breathing deeply. By cutting out unnecessary commitments, you gain more time to fully enjoy life. 4. Practicing self-care, keeping your mind and body healthy. A slow lifestyle is incomplete without self-care. When you take time to nurture your body and mind, you gain more energy to embrace life fully. Simple ways to practice self-care daily. Try yoga or meditation. These practices are excellent for reducing stress, calming the mind, and promoting relaxation. Prioritize sleep. A good night's sleep not only restores energy, but also enhances mental clarity and overall health. Take real breaks. Instead of scrolling through your phone or watching TV, find a quiet place to breathe, stretch, or listen to soft music. Self-care is not a luxury, it is a necessity. When you feel physically and emotionally well, it becomes easier to enjoy every moment of life. Embracing slow living doesn't require a complete life transformation overnight. By making small adjustments in how you work, rest, eat, and experience the present, you can cultivate a slower, more peaceful, and more meaningful life. But does this lifestyle truly make a difference? In the next section, we will explore the real-life story of an older adult who adopted slow living and how it transformed their life. Sarah's journey to happiness, when slow living becomes a way of life. Sarah, a 62-year-old American woman, had spent her entire life keeping up with the fast pace of work. Before retiring, she was a financial analyst at a major corporation, working more than 10 hours a day, constantly handling emails, attending meetings, and chasing never-ending deadlines. She believed that being busy and productive was a sign of success. However, because of this, she never had enough time for her family, friends, or even herself. When she retired, she thought she would finally feel free and happy. But reality turned out to be quite different. Even without work, she still carried the same old habits, always feeling the need to be doing something, unable to sit still without feeling restless. She kept her schedule packed by joining multiple clubs, volunteering, and taking on part-time work. But despite her busy calendar, she still felt empty and exhausted. A turning point, realizing the need to slow down. One evening, during a family dinner, her daughter, Emily, suddenly asked, "Mom, since you retired, have you actually been happier?" That question made Sarah pause. She realized that she had never truly thought about it. She was still feeling stressed, rushed, and seemed unable to enjoy the life she had worked so hard to earn. After that night, Sarah started paying more attention to her daily moments. She noticed that even during meals, she wasn't really savoring her food. When she went for a walk, she didn't feel the breeze or enjoy the sunlight because her mind was always occupied with a to-do list. She realized that throughout her entire life, she had never truly enjoyed the small yet precious moments. A while later, Emily invited her on a short trip to the countryside, where they could escape the noise of the city for a while. For the first time in years, Sarah truly slowed down. In the morning, she sipped her tea while watching the first rays of sunlight filter through the trees. She took slow walks along quiet paths, listening to birds chirping and feeling the gentle touch of nature. No emails, no ringing phones, just peace and stillness. When she returned from the trip, Sarah knew she wanted to make a change. She wanted to learn how to live slowly, not just for a few days, but for the rest of her life. Small changes that brought peace. Sarah started making small but meaningful changes in her life. 1. Spending more quality time with family. In the past, Sarah's family dinners were often rushed, just another task in her busy schedule. But now, she truly enjoyed them. She listened to her children and played with her grandchildren without feeling the urge to check her phone or think about the next thing she had to do. She also started organizing small family outings, weekend barbecues, picnics, and walks in the park with her grandchildren. She realized that in the past, she had missed out on so many priceless moments that she could never get back. 2. Taking better care of herself. Sarah used to think that taking time for herself was a luxury, but now, she understood that to live happily, she needed to care for herself first. Every morning, instead of rushing out of bed, she spent a few minutes meditating, taking deep breaths, and starting the day calmly. She practiced yoga, took long walks in the park, and read books before bed instead of scrolling through her phone. These small changes helped her feel more relaxed, refreshed, and appreciative of every moment. 3. Finding joy in simple things. Sarah realized that happiness didn't come from big achievements, but from small, everyday joys. She started experimenting with cooking, trying out new recipes instead of just eating for convenience. She nurtured a small garden, finding joy in watching plants grow. She spent quiet afternoons on her balcony, sipping tea and listening to birds sing, doing nothing, yet feeling completely fulfilled. The result? A life worth living. After a year of slowing down, Sarah not only felt mentally at peace, but also noticed significant improvements in her physical health. She no longer struggled with insomnia or headaches caused by stress. Most importantly, she felt whole, content, and truly happy with her life. When her friends asked about her transformation, Sarah simply smiled and said, "I spent my entire life chasing work, always trying to accomplish more. But now, I just want to enjoy each moment. And that makes me truly happy." Sarah's story is proof that anyone can change, no matter how long they've been caught in the fast-paced lifestyle. By making small adjustments, you can rediscover peace, joy, and meaning in your own life. Final advice and conclusion. Start your slow living journey today. In today's fast-paced world, many of us are caught up in a whirlwind of work, responsibilities, and pressure. We constantly chase time, trying to accomplish more, faster, and more efficiently. But in doing so, we often forget one crucial thing. Life is not just about what we achieve, but also about what we experience and feel. Take a moment and ask yourself, are you truly enjoying life, or just living on autopilot? Are you taking time to find joy in the little things, or do you always feel pressured to do more? When you look back 10 or 20 years from now, what moments will truly matter to you? If you feel like life is moving too fast, if you feel overwhelmed by stress and pressure, then now is the perfect time to start living slowly. And you don't have to make drastic changes overnight. Just start with small but meaningful steps. Small steps to help you slow down every day. 1. Create pauses throughout your day. Try to take small breaks between your daily tasks. Spend 5 to 10 minutes doing nothing at all. Just sit still, take deep breaths, and observe your surroundings. This could be a moment to sip your morning tea or coffee without rushing, or a few minutes to watch the sunset without worrying about your to-do list. These pauses help you reconnect with yourself and make life feel more peaceful. 2. Be mindful in everything you do. Instead of rushing through everything, slow down and enjoy the process. When eating, chew slowly, savor the flavors, and be present in the moment instead of just eating to satisfy hunger. When walking, feel each step, listen to the sounds of nature, instead of focusing only on reaching your destination. When talking to someone, truly listen, put your phone down, and give them your full attention. 3. Reduce unnecessary commitments and work overload. Sometimes, we stress ourselves out by taking on too much. Ask yourself, what truly matters to me? If a task isn't essential, learn to say no. If a meeting or event doesn't add value to your life, don't be afraid to decline. If your schedule feels overwhelming, prioritize what's important and remove anything that doesn't serve you. 4. Limit screen time and social media usage. Did you know that, on average, people spend 3 to 4 hours per day on their phones? Try setting limits. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Dedicate specific times of the day to disconnect from your phone, perhaps in the morning or before bedtime. Instead of scrolling through social media, use that time to read a book, journal, or have a meaningful conversation with someone. 5. Spend more quality time with loved ones. In the rush of daily life, we often forget to truly connect with our family and friends. Make it a habit to enjoy dinner together without distractions. Have deep, meaningful conversations. Plan a relaxing activity with someone you care about. These moments strengthen relationships and make life more fulfilling. The wonderful benefits of slow living. As you start embracing slow living, you'll notice remarkable changes. White heavy checkmark less stress because you no longer feel pressure to rush through life. White heavy checkmark better sleep because your mind isn't constantly overwhelmed with worries. White heavy checkmark more time to enjoy life and rediscover the simple joys you may have overlooked. White heavy checkmark stronger relationships as you spend more meaningful time with loved ones. White heavy checkmark greater happiness because you're living life on your own terms rather than according to society's expectations. Call to action. Start today. You don't need a special occasion to make a change. Starting today, try Sparkles taking 10 minutes to enjoy silence and do nothing. Sparkles sitting down and genuinely listening to someone you love. Sparkles walking without rushing, simply appreciating the world around you. Sparkles reading a book or writing down your thoughts instead of scrolling through your phone. Life passes by quickly, and the most precious thing we have isn't money or achievements. It's time and how we choose to spend it. So take time to slow down and cherish the priceless moments in life. Lightbulb, if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might also need to rediscover peace and balance. Herb, thank you for watching. May you always find peace and happiness in every moment. Blueheart.